I know that there was a conversation in terms of the disaggregation of federal data and the knowledge of different police departments not having enough training or information for identifying hate crimes. And so I really appreciate you saying what you're doing within the AAPI community, but I'm also curious about what's happening at the federal level for police departments around the country in terms of the data they're reporting to the FBI.
Again, in the interest of time, maybe Crystal, you can follow up with the answer to a question, and Erica, would you be able to take Nicholas's? And we'll be more than happy to follow up with Changyul's question because it's more specific to one community.
Sure, happy to, Hannah. So, I think in terms of, as part of the implementation of the COVID-19 Hate Crimes Act, and again, I would largely defer you to DOJ because they are really the subject matter experts in implementing the law. But I know that there has been concerted efforts to ensure that there is more training and also outreach to law enforcement. And that has been, unfortunately, this has been an issue for decades, the underreporting of hate crimes and the fact that many law enforcement agencies at the local and state level are not adequately trained to even identify a hate crime and then to report it if it does occur. So that is certainly a part of the implementation of the law. And I think DOJ can provide a lot more specifics if you would like to. We're happy to refer you over to colleagues there.
Thank you. And Erica, you have the last word.
Well, Nicholas, that's the first question and the last word here. I won't speculate on vacancies that don't exist yet, but I will say, and I can follow up with you on some of the data points that Crystal articulated about the pride that the president has and what this team feels the pride in of a government that looks like America, that lifts up the voice and the experiences of the more diverse and inclusive America that he sees and values. We've got some wonderful examples of leaders and heads of agencies, not just Katherine Tai, but across the government and at all levels that I'd love to share with you and continue this conversation when there's more to comment on. Changyul, I will say too, I'm sorry, and I know that this is maybe a separate conversation that we would love to follow up with you on. In the 73-minute speech, it covers the waterfront, but what you have for the president and the vice president and at all levels of both national security, foreign policy, and domestic policy is a real imprint of how important the Indo-Pacific is for our nation and our diaspora and our community of stakeholders. Katherine Tai is going to the Indo-Pacific after she leaves Chicago. We're going to see a lot of commitment and a lot of discussions that maybe weren't addressed squarely or specifically in the speech last night. But there's a long arc of this journey that we're on and a recommitment that may be overdue, but is not overlooked, and it's not too late.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to personally point out that Erica Moritz-Sugu in her position, this is the first position created by this president because he cares so much about our community and values us. So that is also a historic. And Crystal Kai is also the first Native Hawaiian to serve in this position. And I know Ambassador Tai had to leave, but she, as Erica pointed out, is the first Taiwanese American. So, we are definitely elevated and heard and seen by our president. And as everyone, all the speakers said, we together will be stronger and we'll finish the job together to work for our AAPI community. And with that, this event will conclude. And as a reminder, this call was on the record. And if you don't have the transcript of the State of the Union or the fact sheet, please let me know and I will be more than happy to send it to you. Have a wonderful day and thank you so much for joining us. Master Control, the event has concluded.